Previously. Okay, we're good. Alright, bye, Shao. It's probably the only time I'm gonna touch you. Not in a weird sort of way.
And in this episode...
Hi, I am an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. Good talk, good talk.
Let us continue.
Hi.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
Besides the occasional roughness here and there, yes, it is smooth. We are recruiting new allies. What? Who's recruiting who? What? The people I'm fighting with? Guess so. More companions would be nice.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter, is it?
Okay, recruiting is easy, but getting the people you want is, like... not.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Blonde. Dresses all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before.
Yeah, that's me.
Wait, do you mean...
Me?
Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
Okay, then.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? Eye patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests.
So we're gonna give the guy quests? I'd rather do the quests, because I need the gems.
And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey.
I hope he's a freebie. Sounds like a tough customer.
Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all.
Just honorary, not exactly a knight.
Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now.
Well, alright then, about that stranger.
Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger. I wish you every success, adventurer.
Dainsleif. Alright, we're talking to Mr. Lawrence. Not Knight Lawrence, not Sir Lawrence, not Lord Lawrence, just Mr. Lawrence. Hi.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter?
I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air.
Okay, looks like we're gonna meet Amber again.
As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no?
Oh, I'm gonna tell her about what you told me.
Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Cool, alright then.
What? You need something?
I always need something. So I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch. I think I've heard the sentence before. I might have watched something about people looking for someone with an eye patch. I'm looking for someone with an eye patch. We're looking for someone with an eye patch. Sounds like something from a movie.
Here, I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials.
But you don't sell forging materials. You only sell weapons.
Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights or the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then. Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Diluc has his eyes on everyone because he's Batman. And Batman is ever so vigilant. But I wanted to talk to Diluc. I don't want to talk to you, Charles.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
I want information. And some orange juice, please.
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just a drink, though. Doesn't order anything else.
Did we mention blonde? He might be talking about Kaya.
He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them.
Sounds like Kaya.
I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master Diluc's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's Diluc for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Swell, that's what I'm gonna do then. Go to the second floor of the tavern and wait on the seat by the railing. Cool. Seat by the what? By the railings? There's a lot of seats here.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Hey, go on, drink some more.
What? Hi. Hi, I am an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. Good talk, good talk. How do you do? I'm an honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
He's probably way too edgy for us. So, I'm a traveler.
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
I'm looking for my long-lost relative.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
Still pretty cold, though. I guess we've got more ice to break.
That little one beside you.
Emergency food.
That's not true, and you know it.
Maybe you don't know the truth.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
Well, I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us.
Sure.
That was quick.
He was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
He's probably interested in the delicacy I have with me.
But I will require advance payment.
Payment, you say? How much?
500 mora, and 3 answered questions.
That's pretty cheap.
The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
He's probably hungry. Well, here's the 500 more.
Ah, thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
Do I need to answer them all correctly?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
Alright then.
Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
How do you know that Venti is...
I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question.
The unity of Mondstadt's people gave us the victory, because I don't want to say it was Venti, and I don't want to say it was me, because that's just way too arrogant.
Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown.
How do you know these things?
Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Everyone in Liyue Harbor.
So that's your answer? I see.
You sound disappointed. Those are weird eyes.
Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
I don't exactly know a lot about visions. Or perhaps none of them do.
So, this is your answer then?
Yeah, I'm just avoiding
I
the
understand.
difficult answers, if I'm being honest.
As I thought. You really are similar to her.
Her.
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order.
Should have said that before I paid you, though.
Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
Well, I have met some Abyss mages in the past.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world.
If you see them plenty enough, you'd find that they're pretty much clowns.
I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
That's a new name.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
Come to think of it, since the Storm Terror incident ended, we haven't...
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
We have actually, during Diluc's quest, Klee's quest, and Jean's quest.
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to redirect your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
I'll beat him.
Uh-huh. We're super duper strong.
No, we're 1/2 strong.
That manner, it's just like hers.
Whose manor? My manor or Paimon's manor?
Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Alright then. Cool, so what's up with this fashion sense? Sup? Margaret? Alright then, 1 second, because someone needs help apparently. I'm back.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss. The Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Will I be able to control you? Like the other people?
The scent of the Abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Wow, you suck. Hey. Swell. I mean, everything here is familiar.
Come into being!
What? My shit gets destroyed when I use it to blow up stuff? That's trash. Oh, look! Wolf hook. What are they looking at? They're looking at fucking wolf hooks. What are they worshipping here? Whatever. Okay, talk to Dainsleif.
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left.
Could you tell me more about the Order?
The abyss.
Yeah, what about them?
It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world.
Oh, come on, what the fuck happened? What? You want me to do that again? Explore Jack's dilemma. Is that important? Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick. Looks like I'm doing that again.
Is why even the dragon and the creatures of the abyss desire nothing.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
What do you call him, Dane? You guys aren't close.
Well, we do have.
Are you guys close?
History. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom.
They could be close. Because if I look at your cape, it kind of looks like Paimon's cape. Although hers is moving, yours isn't. Yours is fake, hers is not. And why the hell are we headed to Wolvendom?
Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Cool. Alright then. I'm familiar with the place. Thank you. Come on, dude.
Well, we're in Wolvendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
What are you doing? Hi. What do you do here?
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf king of the north, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
You know that wolf?
No, nor does it know me.
You know a lot of stuff, though.
I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
Well, where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell.
What does it do? Keeping it from getting snuffed out?
Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Sounds like a job for my elemental site. 1 second. I mean, these things already have, like, markings on them without using my elemental site, so... probably not necessary.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
You need not tell me.
Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
Of course it does. It has magic spells on it. Dainsleif already told us that.
And there's another one of those bonfire spells.
Apparently there's no one here, though.
The Abyss really has been around here. Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
From the Abyss, of course. Oh, that was cool. But it probably didn't even hit him. Are we good? Talk to Dainsleif. Hi.
Have you finished searching?
Yes.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself.
I don't believe you. You didn't even move.
But they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North.
He's probably not that strong, and since I keep beating the Wolf King every week, I'm a lot better than the Abyss Herald.
We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go.
Why exactly am I helping you? Aren't I supposed to be like the person who commissioned you to do stuff?
Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
God damn, I just got duped into working for this guy who I commissioned to do something for me. I kind of forgot what the whole deal was. Storm Terror's lair. Okay, we're checking out on every single weekly boss, I guess. Okay, so what are we looking at? Oh, there must be a lot of abyss mages here. Can you look for bonfires for me?
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair.
It's still called the same, though. What are you trying to say?
But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin?
Yeah, I remember those. I was picking stuff up and putting those stuff into other stuff.
If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Okay, here's the thing. I remember there were 3 light actuators. So if I check on all 3 of them, then you cannot claim that you actually helped. Alright?
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Probably just worshipping it. I don't want to bother them. But that's what the game wants me to do, so I guess we're gonna bother them as well. Okay, so he checked out the other actuators. He's actually useful,
so in
apparently.
the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald.
It is quite a shame.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame, exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
You seem to be very familiar with journeys.
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
Who's this companion of yours?
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She
Died.
no longer travels.
Or got crippled.
I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Or got old, maybe.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we?
Aren't we gonna head back to our planet and probably leave you here? Because I don't exactly know where you live.
Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's Wanmin restaurant is great too.
If you wait long enough, you're gonna have like 7, probably more choices, because there's still a lot more nations to go to.
Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, I think.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
I sense something familiar on that cliff.
Huh? What's familiar?
I don't know. Ether knows, I don't. I felt it for a moment the previous time we came here too. I don't remember that.
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
It could be my sister, or it could be the Abyss.
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Oh, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Hey, you're here already. You sure are a great traveler for getting here faster than I.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
Apparently still here. It's nearby.
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
Last time, you say?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember.
You're way too young to be forgetting stuff.
I merely followed that person around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here?
Alright then,
No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
Go and examine the dandelion. Dandelion? Dandelion. Oh, okay. That's a different kind of dandelion. There it is again. Oh no, I remember my past.
You were just spacing out.
This dandelion reminds me of whatever just happened before I got here.
Huh? You mean your sister?
Yeah, sister, goddess, and all that jazz.
But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
It must be magical then.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Regardless, I have to get to the bottom of
Do
the...
not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself.
And I will find her.
Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
But I paid you 500 more. You gotta help me until the end.
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again.
I guess that kinda makes sense if you're only worth 500 more.
After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Prelude complete. Okay, is there more? Is that everything? Should I be expecting more? How do I check that again? Wait, no, it's gone. Wait, that's all of it? Good lord. Okay then. So there's more to him, which is probably gonna come after a few months, maybe? Maybe years? Dude, there's a lot of stories here. Okay. He's done. And I think I'm done with all the current content again, I guess. God damn.